Alright, hey guys, it's Orville over here, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club. This is one of my favorite games. I've already seen it all. If you guys haven't seen the last episode, it is definitely recommended. There was some dank memes happening. Not really. It was just the intro. But it will make sense if you do watch the first episode, so, just fucking do that and, fucking views and shit. Anyway, I am joined by Allison, who is my little sister. I forgot to mention she's also known as Chocolate Milk Girl on my streams. She brings me delicious chocolate milk that I am out of currently, but we don't have anymore, so that's fucking why. I drank it. Yeah, the jug up there. Oh, my stomach. Oh, my sweet, juicy stomach. Wow. Alright, we're gonna witness a mass homicide on camera. Alright, so we're gonna get right into things. I did kind of skip some dialogue, but it was only right after what we just read. Yeah, it was right after what we just read. So this is what it says right after the last episode, so we're fine. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Oh boy, we can't go talk to her in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Oh, never mind, just kidding. I forgot that this is a different path, But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ugh. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks a little glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Worf. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused. Then I probably wouldn't have... Or if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Oh, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye on the symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. English. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Mine already is. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Bjert? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new, strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goal of owning their own philosophical fuck my life, because they have their own goals or that their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were saying you looked forward to it. Morph. Let me just get that book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading a company with someone. This is really doing a beating on my fucking face. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. My vocal cords are gonna be shot by the end of this. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, but a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really don't have to apologize. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to open the book. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second because of your I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished with the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. That's a big word. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page feels almost like an intimate exchange, like we're about to put my finger in her. My thumb gently lets go of the page. I letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of fucking thing. Borf. I guess, I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, fuck you.
Okay,
everyone. Spur of the moment. Go with it.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
I want to share my poem.
We might...
Shit. Read it.
We might not have to have enough time if we wait too long.
Oh, Yuri exhales, sparing from finishing her thoughts.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
I've been looking forward to those oh, it's not that. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Rude. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I said that way too enthusiastic. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Nah, bitch, I stared at a blank page and I was like, alright, potatoes, tomatoes, what else is on my bucket list? Honey, what do we need? Milk, eggs. Stupid. Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing.
And I can't believe that you can't even
It's
pick
not
up
butter.
Monica.
I can't believe it's not butter. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. I forgot her voice for a minute. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their paper, their poems. Suri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica?
Yeah.
Sayori.
No!
I'm definitely the most
Screw
comfortable
Sayori.
sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
You want to run away from her?
Morph. This is a good poem, Björn. Are you sure it's your first time? I know it's yours. Anyway, of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. Well, that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Error. It's like I said before, Bjert. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I want them but then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? By entertaining you on a pole. That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah, you better dance. Yay. At least she's excited about it, though. I mean, if she's making profit off of it. Now, you'll read my poem, too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Oh, boy. Dear Sunshine. The way... Nope. Nope. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub my puppy tummy, the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If I wasn't afraid for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I feel this poem on a spiritual level. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try. I'm dying. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. Error. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I almost passed out closing my eyes. Who should I show my poem to next?
Oh, come on. No. Thank you.
I hate doing her voice. Worf. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. Oh, what was that? Worf? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yes, you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Worf. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form to fit the two together. Jesus Christ. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame me for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them or building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Netsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Oh my god, I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Netsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. Hue! I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. She starts flashing it. Borf. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Fuck me. Give it. Fuck. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short, like your penis. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Alright, I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? That's a little fucking kinky. Ew, what the hell? Excuse me. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Bjert. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you fucking dumbass. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Thank you, shower. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that before. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... She's talking about my... And nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, like how to maximize my penis. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this because of your gigantic penis, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Bjort. Me too. I definitely will, because my 32-inch monster is gonna break these floorboards.
Monika's gonna be
Monica or Natsuki?
Natsuki.
Natsuki? Okay.
Freaking... Hi, Bjort.
I'm so tired of voices by now.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always I'm always listening.
She's like fucking Santa Claus.
Freaking shut up. Not Santa Claus. Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have to.
Don't worry, Bjert. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we all English. Barrier we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
What the
I'm pretty sure hold on, look at this. I'm pretty sure Satan has just entered my bathroom. Because the lights are off and someone is showering in there. And it's playing music.
I think Brayden turned the light off.
How do you take a shower with the... Okay, you know what?
I saw his Bluetooth thing light up, though.
How do you take a shower with the light off?
I know, right? It's so creepy.
Oh well. Anyway, we're back now.
Great job, Bert. Or, how did you say it?
Beard?
Beard. Great job, Beard.
I gotta fix my camera.
I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone safe.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair.
You know what else isn't fair? Your attitude.
Shut up. Well, I I guessed it worked. I guess it worked anyway.
Yeah, this chick give me sass.
You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism.
Imagery.
Whatever. Imagery. I said that. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. That wasn't proper grammar. Or letting them now analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while, but before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
You could try my new thing.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's like she purposely doesn't want me to do that.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty good.
Oh, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall.
I couldn't have been me. See the direction. Shut up. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. Or of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Like my stretching forever into everything. That's what you think. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Is she talking about me? Illuminati. So
what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one? I saw it in a dream.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of
Epiphany.
epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An influent poem. An influent me poem. An epiphany.
I'm not a fluent reader. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly, if you know what I mean. Maybe after...
Do I want to know?
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this.
Alright, you see here, finger, butthole. I missed, but you get the point.
If you keep your pin in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink.
And vagina juices. Anyway.
So...
Oh, shit. I'm way too tired for this shit. Alright, read.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright.
I'm gonna get something to drink.
Oh my god. So, who should I throw my poem to next?
I don't know.
Shit, there's so many options. It like goes up and down the entire screen. Morph. Morph? Bird, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe I'm not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ugh. Painful to think about? Morph. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. Well, no dip, Sherlock.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. And that's about it.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was pretty fucking bad. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, or did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, you better not. Fucking destroy you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills because you're absolutely fucking garbage. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Her voice is what destroys my throat.
Then change it.
No, I'm already getting too deep. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns his poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. No. Oh,
That's exactly
thanks.
why I brought you chocolate milk.
Wait, is that a chicken nugget? That's a fucking... Yours is cute.
Your voice is exactly why I brought you.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about giving the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Damn, you're a bitch. I mean, you may be... Jesus Christ, you weren't that...
Sassy.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Beert did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I can come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Beert liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. I'm gonna change my hat. Because my head hurts. Ew.
Need a soft. Oh God, not this again. Your hair is fine. It's not gonna
Oh.
die.
Yes, it is. What if I just do this? It's fucking...
Leave your hair out. It's beautiful. Bootylicious. It's on camera.
I know. Fuck it. Fuck it all.
You always have to wear a hat in your videos?
Yeah. This is kind of my thing. Wow, I'm in the middle of fucking doing this.
Freaking.
He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Beard appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I'm gonna take a fucking drink before I die, friends.
Not chocolatey enough?
No, I was just making strange noises.
Um,
Obviously.
is everyone okay?
Well, you know what?
I was one of the ones whose boobs magically grew big, a size bigger as soon as Beard started showing up.
Natsuki! That's all you, friend. I'm glad you got such a kick out of that.
It's because I know what she means.
What the hell?
I don't want to know if that's personal experience or not. Just read. Just don't say anything and read.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. I can't do both their voices, so screw it.
I don't like inviting guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Beard, she's just trying to make me look like it. That's not true.
She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Beer.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting to yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Beer? Well? Morph. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be...
Yuri.
But we can also have Sayori. That's like the middle ground.
Drag Sayori into this.
Well, like...
She's not part of this.
Well, isn't she like the middle ground kind of person? So like maybe neither of them will be angry at us. So then we could talk to one or the other if we wanted to.
Fine, do it.
Maybe. Maybe I will. Okay. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. Borf. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Borf. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Mirror. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to me? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh shit, she is. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poem, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh my fuck. I forgot she says that. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
Were you just about to say boobs?
Maybe.
Oh god.
I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Aww. I feel you. I feel you, Briert. Okay,
Hey
everyone.
everyone, it's just about time for us to leave.
We're just not going to talk about what I did.
How did you all feel about sharing your poems? Comfortable?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it's worthwhile.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Sure, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
You're awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Borf. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about everybody. about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Beard, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. I just butchered her voice. I forgot her voice. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Bjorn, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... error. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ooh, my boy a player. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
I'd still go after Monica.
I feel you. Why? What have you just done? I've shrunk.
Oops. My bad.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Oh, God. You fucking asshole.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I know I am.
Oh wait, yeah, I say that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, well, let's do this. Thanks for stealing my line.
Let's do Aura this time.
Aura?
Aura.
Gay.
You're gay. Tears. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
crap.
Crap isn't an option. Heaven sent.
Massacre. Okay.
Massacre. Universe.
Broken. Oh, come on!
Existence. Destiny.
Destiny.
Defeat.
Let me choose. Freaking, you're stealing my show.
Defeat.
Defeat.
Damn it.
Flee.
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 Run, little one, run.
Flee.
Determine.
Depression. Anger. Oh, come on. What
Of
the
course she.
frick? Frickin'
Agonizing.
Frickin'
Ambient.
piece of crap.
Marriage.
Marriage? What?
Engulfgent.
Contamination.
Frightening.
Frightening.
Intellectual. Hair.
Hair.
Disorienting.
Poop.
And boop.
Thought I said poop for a second.
Another day passes and the time for the club meeting already. And it's, oh wait, I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. You know what else I've gotten comfortable with? Ending the episodes on a cliffhanger. So we're gonna find out what happens on this day next time because my voice is shot. So we're gonna take a little bit of like a break and then we're gonna continue from there. So if you guys did enjoy this episode for the second episode, I know it's longer, that's what we purposely did. We're gonna make the episodes at least an hour long so then our voices aren't dying. But also to where we continue doing, well, my voice obviously, I'm doing all of them. But we're gonna make them at least an hour long for each episode until the end of the game, and
I'm also dying inside.
but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. It's all greatly appreciated. The amount of support I've been having on this channel is amazing.
Love it.
So if you guys could show a little bit more support, that would be awesome. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see all you dudes in the next episode. Goodbye!